sudden, I hear this awful hello, it's me. I have a special guest Christmas gift made for you joining me today. And I just wanted to give a little update on myself, a little check-in, sharing some progress, and just, yeah. I'll be doing my makeup as well because I have some plans afterwards. So yeah, we'll start off with my little mirror here. Oh, 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 that's my water bottle and my lamp. That's you guys there. And I wonder if you can see me. That's me in that tiny little square there. Anyway, do my makeup and I'm gonna start. Starting off with eyebrows. I have this very cheap eyebrow pencil, but it's really good and it works. It's probably Revlon. No, it's L'Oreal. Never mind. L'Oreal. So if you guys are brand new, which you probably are, I recently have been going through a lot of, I wouldn't say traumatic, but I will say negative life events. And I did not react well to them. I was in a slump. I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating healthy. I just was not myself. So I got to a point and I was like, I need to get out of this and I need to better myself. So here's a little update on how I'm doing. I would recommend you go watch the videos, but I'll give you like a quick recap. Also, Happy New Year. I just realized. But anyway, at the beginning of 2024, I moved all the way across the other side of the country without telling my parents, and I hated it there, so I had to move back. And I dropped out of nursing because I moved to follow my dreams, which was singing. Hated it there, moved back in with my parents. They expected me to go back to nursing, which I did not want to do. And then I spent a couple months debating, should I just go back and do nursing or should I try again? And I decided to try again. But in the meantime, I just had zero motivation. I stopped going to the gym. Sorry, that reflection is me flashing the mirror everywhere. I had no motivation, so I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating healthy. I stopped looking after myself, and then I lost my job. And it was a work from home job because I didn't have a car. So I needed to get a car and I needed to find a job, and I had no motivation and I just was not feeling myself. I was feeling icky, just not good. So I just decided I need to change my life. I need to change up. Like, I need to switch up. So I decided to make that video to jumpstart myself into holding myself accountable so that I can actually move out of it. And I'm actually feeling really good. Like, I'm feeling really good. And it hasn't even been that long. It's been like 2 weeks. That's just a little rough little draft of what went on. Like, I obviously give a more detailed explanation, but that's just like a recap for you. So firstly, I got a new job. Yes, I did. It is okay. Do I get into it? Yeah, I'm gonna get into it. So when I first got hired, they were just warning me that it was a full-time job and that it would be, full-time hours every week, and just warning me. And I was like, yeah, I can take it on. I've got nothing on between now and Feb because I got into the uni of my dreams. I forgot to say that, but I did. They were just warning me and I was like, yeah, cool. Like, I need that. I need to save up so that when I'm at uni, I have money and like I don't, if I need to buy books and stuff. So the first week was good. We started going home early, but they were like, oh, just wait till next week. Next week there's going to be heaps of work. They were like, you're going to be overwhelmed, yada, yada. That week, which was the week of Christmas, we were going home after like 3 hours because there was no work to do. Obviously, like during the Christmas week, we're like, yay, we get to go home and spend time with our family and friends and like do stuff and go places and, But then once the paycheck came, we were like, oh, that's not looking very full-time at all. That was concerning, but this week is even more concerning because this is the week of New Year's, by the way. Monday was 4.5 hours when we're supposed to be working 8 hours a day. I don't know where I grabbed this. Tuesday was 2 hours. 2. Obviously that's concerning because that's not even paying for my parking. That's not even paying for my parking. So very stressful, but it's okay. The positive is that I have a job. I was very concerned, and I still am, because obviously, apparently, the work's gonna pick up. Um, I'm very scared of full time hours, because I'm just like, what am I gonna do with like everything else that needs to be done? I'm someone who just loves having days off, like at least one day where you sleep in or you don't work. And obviously, I'll have the weekends and stuff, but like other people work weekends. You know, my friends would work weekends, and it's like, when am I going to see my family? When am I going to see my friends? When am I going to see my loved ones? So obviously, I haven't really experienced it yet, because I've been going home on all the days and seeing my friends and stuff. But I think that's something that is going to pop up when I least expect it. It hasn't, and so far it's pretty good. Just like I'm not getting enough hours, but apparently it'll pick up. And another thing is, at least I'm actually getting paid, because like I could be getting zero and I'm not. So I need to be grateful for that. And I am very, very, very grateful for that. And also, with the savings that I had after I got fired, I bought a car. That's how I'm getting to the city and back. And I love my new car. Well, it's not a new, it's a second-hand car. But I really love it. Like, it's my car. I don't have to share it with my sister anymore. It's just mine, and I get to look after it. Once I have enough money, I'll buy some stuff for the car, just to make it mine, you know, like lip gloss, hand cream, medicine if you're out and you're sick, just all the stuff, all the good stuff, lollies, gum, and has made my life so much easier. I don't have to ask my sister to take me places when she's gonna need the car, or having to take Ubers because there's no car at home. So I'm so grateful for the fact that I was able to get a car, because we used to argue. We used to really argue about who's using it and when and what for. And I hated her driving me places, because she can't, well, okay, she's gonna see this someday. It's not that she can't drive, it's just that she struggles to avoid curbs sometimes. She doesn't really mind if she hits a curb, and that is like painful, because I paid for half of that car. So that's like, and it's like, it's a car, you just don't hit curbs, you know? So I'm trying to find the right brush. So she just sometimes hits curbs, and we argue over that, because I'm like, do you not know how to drive? And she's like, of course I know how to drive. And I'm like, but you're hitting the curb. So there was that. I would always criticize her driving, and then she's like, well, if you don't want me to drive you, and I'm like, well, never mind, just drive me. So that was really fun. I have my own car. I don't have to worry about that car anymore. Oh my god, I need to tell you a story about this actually, before we move on from the car. One time, my sister and I were just driving to Kmart. She was driving because she had not just got her license, but she's in the phase where I'm like, well, you can drive, why should I drive? I was using the excuse of, you actually need to learn how to drive. Like, just because you have your license doesn't mean I need to go back to driving. Because how is she going to get real world experience if I'm still driving everywhere? She needs to drive. So we drove to Kmart. I can't even remember why. All I remember is it was pretty packed, the parking lot, but there was a spot. And she was going to reverse into the parking spot. And I was like, wow, this girl is so advanced. Hasn't even had her license for that long, but she's going to reverse park. And I was like, wow. Not wow. No. Because what she did, you know those parking spots where it's the curb and then that parking spot, and it's normally a really big parking spot because it's like next to the curb, and then they do all the other parking spots after that. So it should have been a very easy job for her. It should have been a very easy job for her. But she hit the curb when she was reversing. We went up sideways, and I was like, oh my god, but I didn't want to say anything, because I was like, look, she's taking the challenge of reverse parking, like, let's just give her a chance to fix it up. So she doesn't get off the curb, she keeps going on the curb, and all of a sudden I hear this awful scraping noise from underneath the car, and I start to absolutely panic. I'm like, oh my god, the car, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And look, it's kind of my bad, because she was still a fresh driver, and you know, people get stressed. But I was stressed and I was like, the car. And then there were people on the outside that were running to us and be like, stop, stop, stop. Because we were on the curb. We were on the curb. We were almost airborne. Like, and I don't even know what part of the car was scraping. But it was so bad and it was so embarrassing. And she got off the curb and then she was so embarrassed that we drove away. We didn't even go to Kmart. So that story always lives in my mind whenever I think about my sister driving. We got into a huge argument over that because she's like, everybody makes mistakes. Yeah. She just said, everyone makes mistakes. And I was like, you just harmed my car. It's not my car anymore. It's all hers and she can do whatever she wants with it. So that's the story that makes me wary of my sister driving. But I will always, always, always still ask her to drive me. I just will. I don't know what it is. Well, I'm the older sister, so it hasn't really deterred me. As long as she's not driving my car, it's not my problem. But back to my car. I just feel really proud of myself because that's like the first real asset that I own now. And I bought it with my own money, completely on my own. Yes, I had absolutely no savings and I was completely depleted and desperate for a job afterwards. But it's something that is mine and I didn't have to pay half and half with my dad like I did with my first car. It's mine and I'm going to be responsible for all the payments and everything like that. But I just feel like it's such a girl boss thing to do, like such a boss girl thing. And that's why I was like, I need a job because I need to pay for rego and I needed a blah 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 blah. But that's why I needed a job. Another thing is I started going to the gym again. I don't know why I started with my inner corner. I always leave my corners last. That's fine. It's fine. I started going to the gym again. So I'm just at the moment aiming to go once a week, making sure I go at least once a week. This week I've only been once, so I went today and it was really good. I'm just getting back into the routine, making sure that I actually have, I'm trying to make sure you can see me, making sure that I actually have a routine before I start going really hard and just making sure that I'm slowly easing my way back into it. So that was really fun. I actually spent a couple hours today because I got sent home from work because we finished at 8:45 when we started at 7. So it wasn't even 2 hours, I lied. I can feel myself slowly getting back into that routine and the habit of gym and balancing that with work. Well, the little work that I do have. I'm going to stop complaining about work now because I actually am really grateful that I have a job. I also posted one of the routines that I've done, like one of the very first routines I did on here. So if you'd like to have a look and see how that's going. I didn't really do much. I'm pretty sure I went home early, but for me at the moment it's just more about showing up and getting to the step of the door and getting back into that routine of where I want to be, and then after a while I'm going to pick it up with the intensity and the length of the workout. Another really, really big thing that I actually didn't mention, and I probably should have mentioned it first, is I go back into singing, and that's huge for me. I post regularly on TikTok. Well, I've started posting regularly on TikTok again, just covers, but recently I was really, really sick for some reason, just coughing a lot, and I didn't really have a voice, and like my chest and lungs weren't at the strength that they were able to be for singing. So it was really difficult and I was at such a standstill, and I ran out of drafts and I just ran out of everything, and I was so sad. It felt really weird. And then another thing is, once you stop posting, it's so hard to get back into posting again, if that makes sense. You're in that routine of posting every day. Like I was posting 3 times a day, which was burning me out as well, but I was posting 3 times a day and I was stuck in that routine. And once you get out of it, you're like, oh, I should post today, and you don't. I spent hours and hours trying to sound good and singing the same part of a song over and over again, until I just had to admit to myself that I need to stop and rest. So that was really painful, but I'm back. I posted a couple of things here. I think it was more Christmas stuff. If you want to check out my TikTok as well, it's a lot more stuff there. I'm sure you'll find something that you like. And I post daily. I know I'm only here once a week and I missed last week, but that's because it was Christmas and I was busy. I'm so sorry about all this light, by the way. I'll try and fix that. So it is obviously the beginning of the new year, and I can confidently say that I have started developing the right habits that are going to help me to level up for this year to come. And I just want to make sure that I stay focused on this throughout the year. So that's why I'm going to try and maintain posting once a week so you can check in. Sometimes it'll be singing videos, sometimes it'll be check-ins, and once I start uni, it'll be like a bunch of vlogs and whatever I'm up to at uni, what I'm singing, yada yada yada. I'm just really excited for the year. I want to just make sure that I keep that focus in mind. I also glazed over this, but I got into WAPA, which is the Western Australian Academy of Performing Arts. So I'll be studying music and singing, and I'm going to make sure to document what I'm up to, what I'm doing. I'll try not to make it my whole personality because I really liked doing the gym TikToks, but I also really like just talking. Like, I didn't think I was someone who would talk, especially at the beginning. It was so awkward. I was just like, what do I look like? Do I look at you? Do I look here? Like, what do I do? And I think I kept fidgeting, but I feel a lot better now. I think just getting out of the slump has, I don't know, helped give me an open mind to do new things and just learn to adapt, I guess. For me, this channel is going to hopefully revolve around, I guess, self-growth and growth in general, fitness. There'll be some singing, and there'll be some, just a little bit sprinkled in some vlogs, like maybe the more interesting days and songs that I'll be focusing on or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I've kind of run out of things to say, and I haven't finished my makeup. Anyway, I don't really know what I'm going to wear tonight. It's quite hot. At the moment, it's 36, actually 37 degrees now, which is very hot. And I kind of want to wear a bodysuit, which is in the wash because I forgot to wash it. But I also could wear a dress. But if I was going to wear a dress, I forgot to even tell you where I'm going. I'm going to a New Year's Eve party. So it's New Year's Eve today. Happy New Year, because I'm posting this after the new year. I don't know if I feel like a dress though. Normally I love dresses, but I feel like I want to wear a bodysuit and, please don't kill me, track pants. I know it's hot, but I just feel like a bodysuit and track pants and sneakers are kind of cute right now, for me at least. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll probably show you what I'm gonna wear. I probably won't because my stuff is in the wash. I'm not really someone who does their makeup very often as well. In general life, if I'm on holiday, of course I'm wearing makeup every day. Every day because photos. But that's just me. Even though I feel really pretty after I wear makeup, I find it's a hassle sometimes. I don't know what to talk about anymore. I didn't think I would get this far. Hold on, I'm just doing my mascara and I don't think I can talk while I'm doing it. I'm pretty sure it's golden hour right now. It's like 5:30-ish. And the sun is feeling really nice. The way that it is coming on my face, even though it's like uneven and spotty, I kind of like it. Also, I got this Fenty eyeshadow. That's that one. And then I got this highlighter as a birthday gift. And I love Fenty so much. I used a lot of her stuff as well. I use her toner because I had a lot of acne. I really did. I was so stressed a couple years ago. And there was nothing that would work either to take the scars away. Ever since I started using this, obviously it took a while, but they disappeared, my scars. And that's another reason why I don't really wear makeup, because I'm pretty happy with how my skin is. And it's a little bit sensitive. So if I wear makeup too much, like when I'm on holiday, it starts to break out or freak out. And we cannot have that. We cannot have that. This has gone well off the rails. I am so sorry for keeping you here for so long. Back to next year and like getting out of my slump and the update. I think my goals for right now, for this year, is to just keep going the way that I'm going, if that makes sense. Just keep pushing. I'm really happy with the fact that I'm definitely going to the gym at least once a week. And I want to keep that up. I would like to push it to regularly twice a week, because I have gone twice a week. But keeping it regular is the actual big deal. My disc ran out of space. But anyway, I was just saying that I want to increase gradually to getting to 2 times a week with gym. And I want to keep up posting on TikTok, and I want to keep up posting here once a week as well. Get into uni and start studying really hard, and hopefully being able to keep up this habit and this hobby while being at uni. And also just having fun, not forgetting to see my friends, talk to family. That's really it for now, at least. My goals might change halfway through the year, but that's how it is now. Thank you so much for sitting through me yapping. This is the look. I'm just going to spray some of this. This is really good. I've got really oily skin, but this is good. Not oily skin. And I use this to prime. It's also matte. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the beginning of your new year. I also just realized I don't have lip gloss on. There we go. Finished. Please enjoy the beginning of your year. I hope you've got some, I hope you're not in a slump, but if you are, I hope you've got some tips and tricks to get you out. You can have a look at my videos to assist. I really hope you're having a great beginning to your year. If you are in a slump, I hope you're not, but if you are, have a look at my video and see the sort of things that I did to help get myself out. And I'll see you in the next one.